Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with the NHL rundown of game 6 games for Sunday's action, the 12th of April. Some interesting subplots here as, teams jockeying for those last playoff spots. We'll do our best to try to sort it all out. Don't forget, if you want to get on our best plays, I'm not going to have a top play in NHL today. I just think it's too dangerous. I will have top plays in the UFL and the NBA for today, plus a bonus play in Major League Baseball. You can get all three of them. So you don't have to guess which sport to buy, chase me around. I'm on a 8-1 run with our top play, 7 or 8 units. Even though we lost the soccer play yesterday, we bounced back big today. You can get on that all sports 2-week pass, just $99. It's a $600 value. Text your name, 574-333-8717. Tell me you want Craig's 2-week all sports pass. I'll send you the exclusive link. Okay, let's start us off here. Rapid fire. Pittsburgh and Washington. Washington minus 158, total 6.5. And this game goes at 3 o'clock. And when these two teams there's not much separating these two teams. And when you look at the races, Pittsburgh has secured their spot. Right now, I believe they're 5th. But it's 5th to 6th. It's like they could really drop down a spot or two in this one. And Washington needs they need to win and get a little help here. I think Washington plays desperate in this one. I think you take Washington minus the 158. Montreal at the Islanders. Montreal minus 108, total of 6. And this Montreal team is for real. I really, really like them. I can't wait till the playoffs to bet on them. I think they're going to be a team that I kind of ride a little bit, but not a whole lot to play for them in this one. And I think the Islanders have been I believe eliminated, right? I do believe so. Or they need just some crazy things to happen here. But I will take the Islanders because I think teams, once they do clinch, you kind of move, you know what I mean? There's not as much to play for. And I think this line tells you that. Take the Islanders. Boston and the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets minus 135, total 6.5. And, what could have happened for the Blue Jackets maybe if they got rid of their coach a little earlier? It really was a team that probably should be fighting for a playoff spot, like a seeding, not to get to one of the last spots. Columbus is playing a little desperate here. So I do think if you played the game, you should play Columbus, but it's not a game I'm loving because I think even the backups for Boston could win this game. But I do think if you do play the game, you play Columbus. All right, next game, we have New Jersey Devils eliminated from the playoffs. They're facing an Ottawa team that's as hot as any team in hockey. But I do think last game at home, I think these are the games where I just don't know how much Ottawa's going to be pushing. They just want to avoid injuries. They're so hot right now. You have to think they feel like we can beat anybody. We just got to be healthy. I think New Jersey's the play here. Of the underdogs today, I thought this was the one I would probably take. Next game, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Vancouver and Anaheim. Anaheim, big favorite, minus 305, total 6.5. And what's left to play for Anaheim? It's like this is a team that, they kind of put themselves in this situation where, they're going to probably get into the playoffs unless just, real chaos happens. But you can't be very confident because, you played just parts of they're just at the bottom of the playoffs. Let's just be honest. At best, I think they can finish 6th if I'm seeing this right. But I would fade Anaheim in this spot. I actually think you take Vancouver plus the 1.5. I think Anaheim wins, but at this price, I think you take the plus 1.5, even get it at plus money. We see Vancouver. They beat Colorado in some of their, 5-back about. So I take Vancouver plus the 1.5. It's kind of the wanky one. That it's not a big bet for me, but I think it's worth a swing. Utah and Calgary. I've made so much money betting Utah the last month. Big favorite here, minus 158, total 6. And Calgary is just playing out the string. You know what I mean? They don't have anything left to play for. They're the 3rd worst team in the West. And you're facing a Utah team that is only 1 point behind Vegas. So I do believe if they win this game in regulation, I do believe they'll end up the 4 seed, which means Vegas will go through Utah instead of the other way, if I'm reading that right. You take Utah here. I think Utah is a pretty good play at minus 158. I thought it would be a higher favorite, to be honest. All right, that's what I like for today. Don't forget, if you want to get in on all my plays, I have a top play in the NBA, top play in the UFL. We've been on an absolute tear. We've been on an absolute tear with my top plays. 8-1 run, did lose yesterday, but we're huge. That goes back almost 2.5 weeks now. So you can get on all 3. How do you do so? Text your name to my number. Tell me you want Craig's 2-week all sports pass, 574-333-8717. That's a $600 value. Good luck. See you again tomorrow.